Niyati, a girl who waited. Chapter 6, The Strength Within. Months had passed since the tragedies the Niyati had faced. Time had a strange way of healing. The raw pains of her brother's death and her father's collapse had dulled, leaving behind a quiet strength. The pampered, careless girl who had once chased puddles in monsoon rains was now a determined young woman carrying the weight of her family with grace. In the beginning, it had not been easy. Nights often felt endless, filled with memories of father and brother who refused to fade. Every corner of the house reminded her of what has lost. Yet within that very sorrow she discovered a spark that pushed her forwards instead of drowning in grief. She chose to rise little by little, day by day. Niyati balanced the college studies and her growing business with skill and patience. Each morning started early, sometimes before sunrise, when she would revise her notes while preparing risks and a list of her business. Every evening ended with late night calls, meetings, and household responsibilities. Each day she learned new things, managing accounts, negotiating deals, making decisions that affected not just her own future but her family's survival. Mistakes became less and struggles became opportunities, and slowly she built confidence, but no one could take away from her. The city, which had once seemed to be lost and overwhelming, fast and overwhelming, now appeared her as a canvas for her ambitions. She no longer walked through it streets with hesitation. Instead, she felt a sense of belonging, as if every step, uh, every small sign, every shop sign, uh, every busy road, and every tall building, widespread, whispered stories of possibilities waiting to be explored. Her father, drew still fragile from past events, leaned on her guidance, turning her to make decisions that would rebuild the home and life. There was a silent understanding between them. He no longer tried to shield her from hardships because he saw that she had become capable enough to face it. Niyati had turned into his quiet strength, the pillar he could rely upon, while her mother continued to offer gentle support with small but meaningful gesture, a cup of tea after a long day, a soft smile when she returned home, exhausted, or a comforting word in moments of doubt. The hours once shadowed by grief now hummed with purpose and hope. Rooms that had felt empty were now filled with creativity, conversations about plans, dreams, and the future. Even laughter had started returning in bits and pieces, and places um, places a reminder that life, despite everything, was still beautiful. One afternoon, after finalizing a major business deal, Niyati returned home. The sun was warm and a soft breeze carried the familiar smells of home. As she entered, her first step was always to clock to check to her father. She found him resting in the chair, a book open but untouched. His face looked like his face looked tired, but his eyes had pride, peace. Dad, how are you feeling? She asked softly. He smiled faintly, pride shining in his eyes. I am fine, Niyati. You have done so much to us. I don't know how to thank you. Her heart warmed, but she did not stop here. There, she turned to her mother and asked gently, Mummy, everything is fine? Her mother nodded, placing a hand over her. Yes, beta, thanks to you. Finally, Niyati walked to the kitchen, poured herself a glass of water, and drank slowly, feeling the strength she had gained that no one can take from her, gain flow through her. Each sip reminded her of the battles she had fought, the nights she had stayed awake worrying, the taste she had broken, the tears she had broken, and the courage she had discovered when she thought she had not left anything for herself. Life had changed her direction, her destiny. The girl, once pampered, careless, and protected, had transformed into a woman of resilience, purpose, and quiet power. Many friends had drifted away as she focused only on her family and responsibilities, but Niyati didn't regret it. True friendships, she realized, were not measured by numbers but by the ones who stayed. Her motive was clear to care for her loved ones with happiness. It had in her heart to rise above sorrow and to embrace each day with determination. Sometimes left or right, she would sit near the window and look at the stars. She remembered the days when she sat on rooftops, dreaming about an easy life, one where she never had to face storms. But now she realized that storms had shaped her. Without them, she would never have discovered the depth of her own strength. In the mirror, she saw not the little girl who had once giggled in her life in the rain, but a strong, young, independent lady ready to face the world. Her past, a memory, her present filled with purpose, and her future open to endless opportunities. If you like this chapter, please do like, share, and subscribe my channel. If you want your story to be heard in our voice, please do share your story in the comment box. Thank you.